talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. Jet, we Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairin', gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every... Cut the music! Cut the music! Okay? You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Your boy Scotty back with another one. Happy Friday! And for all you ninjas that be ninjing, talking about some Scotty, you wearing the same shirt. No, I have two of them. You gotta be on your P's and Q's with black people. They be quick to say, "Oh, Scotty, you wore that yesterday." I got two shirts, and it's FAMU shows back to back. So I was like, "Hey, why not wear it again?" So that I want to cut it into kit and caboodle before you Bama start getting wild in these chat and comments, calling me all type of stuff. All right, shoot. Now, you already know who made it. It's a Merch Plaque exclusive, baby.
Shout out to my guy Merch Pack down there doing the thing in Tallahassee. You know, listen, if it ain't Merch Pack, it ain't merch. Oh, I like that. They need to steal that. Don't steal it from me, pay me for it. But if it ain't Merch Pack, it ain't merch. Okay. If it ain't Merch Pack, it ain't merch. You know what I'm saying? I was commando earlier today and I put some draws on. Thank you very much. Gotta let it breathe, baby. Gotta let it breathe. Anyway, and you know what? This shirt speaks so volumes for me because earlier today I had a lot of people on Twitter trying to hate on me. And shout out to my guy Norman. He's my guy, man. He be hitting me. We talk on Instagram a lot. And he came to me as a real one. He was like, you know, Scotty, for me, man, could you just not shoot shots at my fellow rattler? I said, you know what? Earl and Norman, you know, they gotta calm me down because I was about to be on here. Because listen, kids, women, and children, men, women, kids, anybody can get this work. Anybody can get this work, okay? And I told you guys, and I told you all what it is, right? You know, as soon as the news started dropping, I wasn't going to get no type of credit. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You can say whatever you want. Me and G probably break more news. G be breaking news. I'm more word in the street. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not media, so I'm just telling you what the people telling, what the people talking about. You know what I'm saying? But me and G probably go hand in hand. I'm more the rumor mill. G more like I got it from the board of directors. You know, I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm not to board of trustees yet. I'm close, but I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? Fox News and HBCU Grambling Sports, them Bamas, they do some weird stuff because I know for a fact that you know what? Let me say this. Let me say my little 2 cents. You know, first of all, half y'all don't even watch. If it wasn't for them streaming the conferences, weekly conference, you wouldn't even know them Bama's got a YouTube channel. Can we just say that? I'm gonna just say that. Y'all ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Second of all, you know what these Bama's did? They put an article up and it said, based on numerous online reports. I did it a whole 24 hours and I can't even get no, okay, I'm putting cases on all you ninjas. Ken Richard, that's your man. You with Fox News now? That's your man. Both of y'all get it. Both of y'all getting it, okay? Too easy. Anyway, let's move on. Cause they think I'm playing. I think I'm playing. Bald-headed Ricky Fox. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on because they got me feeling. Now you know. I'm not gonna say I broke news because that's not what we do here on the Offscript Media Group. We do rumor report. All right. But once this hit the fan, boy, rattlers came out like roaches in the dark. They was like, what? Scotty, no. So, listen, you know, word on the street child was fast, even faster in the HBCU network. So, listen, them big money guys got together. Word on the street is they hit them with the. Can we talk for a minute? I love it. Boy, them big money rattlers came out and they said, listen, what is it going to cost to keep you here at FAMU? So once again, Willie, can we talk for a minute? They are talking very indubitably, okay? Indubitably, they are talking. Now, from what I've been told, and first of all, let me give a shout out to all my sources, right? Because there is no Offscript says if there's no sources. So all my sources just live vicariously through me. I appreciate y'all. You know I'll never give you guys up, but shout out to my sources, right? So they coming out the woodworks. Now, from what I'm hearing is that Willie wants money for him and his staff, which he rightfully deserves. And if they get close to that magical 500, think about it. No state tax in Florida. Hey, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, right? Ain't no state tax in Florida, so that money going way further than it ever would in North Carolina or North Kakalaki, okay? So it is what it is. Now, I'm going to be honest. I always believe, no homo, being the head man is always better than being a do-boy, right? That's just my personal opinion. Some people think otherwise, but I think if Willie's able to garner up more money and help his staff, especially pay Coach Rez, that Bama needs a pay raise for real, right? Listen, you can say whatever you want, right? That he don't deserve this and he don't deserve that and he don't deserve this, right? It is all about what Willie Simmons' value is to FAMU, okay? He might not be worth $500K in Montana. He might not be worth $500K in Wyoming. He might not be worth $500K in North Carolina. But for God's darn sakes, he's worth $500,000 in FAM. Because I'm going to tell you this. And I got a lot of phone calls last night, right? People love winners. People flock towards winners. And if FAMU goes back to winning, that we brag different don't hit the same. Okay? It's going to be, we lack different. Okay? It's not going to be the same. So, especially when you at the highest of the highest, think about it. You can say whatever you want about Deion and Jackson, which they were at a high point, but they never got to the top of the mountain. You know, at Jackson is like Moses. You never got to the promised land. You can see it. God let you see it, but you never quite got to the promised land. And here comes Jacob. Is that right, baby? Is it Jacob? It was Jacob. Here comes Jacob. Here go Willie. Right on into the promised land. Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Here comes Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Right on in to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? Real easy. Thank you, Booker. It's one of them J's. I couldn't get Jacob, Joshua. You know what I'm saying? One of them J's, right? Walk his butt right on into the promised land. Milk and honey floweth. Okay, milk and honey floweth. So my thing is this: you can't quantify. I want to be very clear. FAMU and the administration and the fans cannot quantify Willie in the same realm as an FCS coach because of what he is for FAM. You cannot quantify it in the grand schemes of, oh, does he deserve to be the highest FCS coach in all FCS? Well, in the white people's mind, in the grand scheme of the Craig Haleys and the Blues and all them, probably not. But in Ninjaville, on the block, listen, there's rich and then there's hood rich. It's nothing wrong with being hood rich. There's nothing wrong with being hood rich. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You on the block got the 24s. You on the block got the radio that flip up. You know what I'm saying? You got the Johnson Family Vacation Cadillac package. You know what I'm saying? Got the hydraulic. Ain't nothing wrong with being hood rich. Okay? And that's what FAMU is right now. FAMU hood rich. They buying 10 nuggets, throwing 5 away because they got it like that. Okay? It's nothing wrong with being hood rich. And that's what they are. And they have every right to feel however they feel. So if they want to come out and break the bank for Willie Simmons, for what he is for FAMU, break the bank. Break it. Okay? Break it. Oh, go to the piggy bank, smash it, and pay everybody that needs to get paid. That's just my little 2 cents on that. So the official update is that the big wigs are talking. There's some big money guys that are coming out the woodwork saying, hey, listen, we're not going back. We're not going back to eating ramen noodles, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. We done had to taste of steak and filet mignon. Now, unlike A&T, from what I heard, word on the street is that they're talking about going to the MEAC. Now, let North Carolina A&T mosey their ass back to the MEAC. I'm going to be like, whoa, look what the cat dragged in. I thought you were so happy in the suburbs. I thought you were so happy in the suburbs. Now you done came back to the block. You out here selling with the rest of us. Get your ass back on the corner. Oh, that's what word on the street is. Word on the street is North Carolina A&T is looking to make that move back onto the MEAC. Once that chancellor leave, they're going to be, hey, MEAC, what's good? Anyway, hey. Hey, yeah. Hey, MEAC. That's exactly what. Listen. I've been playing Monopoly this past weekend, and I'm telling you, it is hard. You can't afford Boardwalk in Park Place, okay? North Carolina A&T cannot afford Boardwalk in Park Place. They got to go back to Connecticut Avenue, Oriental Avenue, maybe a little St. Charles Place, but you better stay away from the white people on the Upper East Side. Park Place, Pennsylvania Avenue, Boardwalk. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop. Hey, stay within your budget. Stay within your budget. Once again, MEAC talk, North Carolina A&T talk about something. Can we talk for a minute? Baltic, Mediterranean Avenue, all them avenues. Can't afford that. Can't afford that high stuff. Shoot, cannot afford it. You know what they need? They need a black Monopoly. With like black streets and black, ooh, that would be fire. Like a black edition of, babe, wouldn't that be fire though? A black edition of Monopoly. Like the high class would be like, like an Upper East Side Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. That'd be dope. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Anywho, right? So let's continue on. Cause I want to talk about, I want to give you an overarching view of everything, of how we potentially got here, but at the same time, what needs to be Baldwin Hills, exactly, right? And what we need to do to kind of diverse our way out of it, right? So let me just say this. What I'm not going to do is say this. What I'm not going to do is say this, is that it's all on Tiffany. I would be remiss if I said that. But what I will say is that she needs to do better. Now, she has to find ways to bring in more money outside of that investing in champions bull crap, right? I'm just saying, she's got to find ways to bring in money. Now, I'm going to keep saying it. She was not in any of the committee's top 5 choices. Let's remember that. Like, let's just say that, right? If it's in a situation to where, you had the Italian dude, you had a lot of people that were in top 5 that potentially were better at raising money than Tiffany. So my thing is this, is that if you want to continue to keep this job and you want to continue to move forward, you're going to have to find ways to bring in money. Now, I'm going to say this. Oh my God. Boy, I tell you, Blue is a counterpuncher, bro. Blue is a straight counterpuncher. He don't get you off the straight haymaker. He gonna get you off the counterpunch. You gonna say something, ha, got you. Anyway, that was funny. Because this is my thing, right? And I'm gonna be very clear. If And please listen to me when I say this. If Willie Simmons comes back to FAMU, you cannot do what Jackson State did on Deion's second year. You cannot do that. You can't go into the season playing it as if you don't know what you are, right? Because this year I'm looking at it in the same exact lens. Last year, you had expectations. You met those expectations, right? You did the whole finale, SWAC Championship Celebration Bowl. This second year is the exact same second year as Deion. You cannot go into the season with the onus of, oh, we're just going to be what we've always been, $40 ticket. No, the price is not the same. The price is not the same. It does not matter if Willie is the same draw as Deion. That's not the point. The point is people flock towards winners. People are going to come see FAMU regardless. So the people that are going to be there day in and day out to see the repeat, to go for the championship, you have got to raise ticket prices. You cannot go down swinging and say, oh, like, you have to take advantage of the hype train that is behind FAMU right now. You just have to. It doesn't make any sense for you to stand back and stand clear and say, oh, we're just going to do the same thing. No, it just doesn't make this is just bad business. When there's a product, right? There's a product that goes viral, there's a product that goes high, you add more to the price because people are wanting the price. I'm not telling you what Jackson State should have done. Now, Jackson State could have beat people over the head, like legit. Could have been $100 a ticket. Willie ain't $100 a ticket, but Willie is 80, 75. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At least raise the big games, the Southern game, the homecoming game, the marquee matchups. Raise the ticket prices. There's no reason why, if I'm not mistaken, I think Alabama State comes to you this year. The Alabama State game, ticket prices got to go up. The Southern game, ticket prices got to go up. Homecoming, got to go up. Those three games are going to supplement the Valleys, the A&Ms. They're going to supplement all those, the PVs, right? They're going to supplement those horrible ass games. But you got to raise the ticket prices coming into this year. It just does not make sense. One, your atmosphere is too good, right? Oh, it's in Montgomery next year. Oh, for homecoming. I think they got that. We go to Bama State. Okay, you go to Bama State. Okay, my bad. But I know for a fact Southern goes to Tally. So that Southern game, absolutely. Everything has got to go up in this season. Point blank, period. Because you have too much. Listen, and the thing is this, you got to capitalize while the iron is hot, right? If you keep Willie, you definitely got to capitalize. But if you lose Willie, that value goes down, right? The value does go down a little bit if you lose Willie. Now, depending on who you supplement that with, if it's a KJ Black, if it's a Quentin Gray, if it's an Ed Reed, if it's one of those guys that you supplement Willie for, maybe you can get by it. But it ain't too pretty. It is not too pretty. Right? So she has to figure out ways to get money, to garner money, raise ticket prices. Turn your eyes back to Urban Edge, maybe. Because I got it from a very good source, is that FAMU is sponsored by LeBron. Okay. Let me break this down as best as I can. Right? From what I've been told, the sponsorship with FAMU and LeBron is probably one of the best sponsorship deals in the SWAC. You say, Scotty, how? Well, they don't pay for their merchandise. They get that for free. A lot of schools, if you did not know, and I can definitely show you a couple contracts, and that's even to some other FCS programs like North Dakota, University of North Dakota, and I got another FCS contract to where they have to pay a percentage, right? So what they, so what? Let me slow down and break it down for you. How most FCS sponsorship programs are this, right? The Nike, Adidas, they come to you and say, hey, we'll give you a discount code or a discount property for a certain amount of this, or if you buy so much amount of this, we'll give you 10% off or 20. There is no true sponsorship deal to where it's like UNC where you got Jordan just giving you free stuff and giving you money. That's not how this works. So FAMU has one of the better sides of a sponsorship deal to where they don't even have to pay for their merchandise. It's literally given to them for free. Most HBCUs cannot say that. Now, I don't know about that Jackson State and Under Armour deal. That Dion might have put that into the requirements, so I can't speak on that, right? But the FAMU one, I know for a fact it's probably one of the best ones because they're getting it for free. Don't know about the Under Armour for Jackson State. They're probably getting that for free as well. So those two are probably the best two deals if Tahoe State is getting it for free. But this is the caveat. You're not getting no money, right? So you're at the same time, yes, you're saving money, but you're losing money because you're not getting any revenue off the retail sales of LeBron's products. Like if it was put in the contract that for every merchandise deal, you know, that FAMU gets 5% of the Nike that y'all sell, the jerseys that y'all sell, all that merchandise that LeBron feeds you, there should be some type of retail revenue that comes back to the school. It's no different than, yeah, exactly. You're basically breaking even. It's no different than when you have a licensed apparel. Okay, here we go. Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out, right? Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. When you're a clothing provider and you buy the licensing for a certain individual school, well, you know a percentage of what you sell goes back to the school. Why is that not with LeBron? It's the same damn thing. I want y'all to think about that. So if you were a business owner and you wanted to buy FAMU's license and you go to the ICC or whatever, CLC, and you say, hey, I want to purchase this agreement. Anything you sell there's a percentage that has to go back to the school. So why wouldn't that same deal be in place for LeBron's team that is putting FAMU merch? So when I tell you it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. But these are the people that y'all be like, oh, they know so much. Oh, they do great deals. Listen, man. This is what I see in this landscape. And you guys can bash me, hate me, whatever you want to do. This is what I see in this landscape, right? This is what bothers me in the deals, right? Is that you get people who are supposed to be experts, right? Experts. But how can you be an expert in something when you've never done a deal? You never made a sponsorship or marketing deal. The media deals that you do are ass. And we're supposed to take like whatever you say is gold because you went to an HBCU. The logic behind it doesn't make any sense. It's no different than if you were from a small town and everything, the way you guys do stuff in a small town is just how you do it. And then when you go to a new town and they say, hey, we do it like this and do it like that. Well, you know, in my other town, we did it like this. You're like, well, but we're better at it. We've gotten more money from it. We've done this, we've done that. But yeah, my old town, but we did. That's what it seems like in everything. It's like just because somebody has a letter in front of their name, a title in front of their name, that makes them legit to do business. That's not what that is, right? That's not what that is. It's simply like, bro, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You got people on committees and all this type of stuff. Like, you do not know what you're doing. You have never done a marketing deal. You have never done a sponsorship deal. You've never done a retail deal. But all of a sudden, you're teaching other people how not to do it correctly. And then the people, they trust you. So all they know is what they don't know. And then now they're getting bad information. It doesn't make any sense. So let me break it down even further. And you know, it always goes back to Pastor McNugget. It always goes back to Pastor McNugget. If the top guy don't know what he doing, the rest of you ninjas ain't gonna know what you doing. Okay? It's very simple. If the top guy don't know, the rest of you members don't know. So my thing is this. It's the worshiping for me, right? It's like, the reason I say Pastor McNugget is because that's how schools look at the commissioner. They look at the commissioner like, oh, we're not worthy. Oh my God. You're talking about a guy whose only resume is literally being the AD at Texas Southern. That's like me getting the job as head of CBS, and all I can say is I've been on YouTube. Like, think about that. I want y'all to think about that. I really want y'all to process what I'm saying. It's not hate. It's just I need you guys to understand how this stuff is going on, and I want you to apply it to your life. Look at it from your side of the coin and say, if I was an AD and I've never done a media deal, if I've never done a good sponsorship deal, and then you make me the head of the whole conference when all I've done is bad deals or no deals, how does that qualify me for this job? How does that qualify me for leading this job? If you guys saw me tomorrow and I was the head of ESPN, you'd be like, how? Scotty didn't build no national platform. Scotty didn't have no millions of followers. How did he get the head of ESPN job? That's what you Bama's will be telling me. Everybody will be on Twitter talking about if that wasn't the worst hire in Disney's history. But you don't give the same energy to this. All the Bama has ever done has been an AD. Tell me what he's done that you were just like, damn, he's definitely got to get the job. What has he done? What deal has he done at PV or Texas Southern that you should be like, wow, we need him. We need him. You're the overseer of everything, and you. Okay, let's continue. I'm asking you guys a serious question because a lot of you Bamas are C-suite executives. A lot of you guys are in managerial positions. A lot of you guys out there are in, supervisor roles. And I would ask you, if tomorrow, if somebody under you who did not understand everything about their job was put over top of you, how would you feel? You'd be like, how in the hell did he get this job? Right? Or how was he qualified to get this job? How? And then when you get in place and you make bad deals just to say, I got a deal, you'll be like, but was that a good deal? Was it good? Just because you can brag and say, I did it, I done something, does not make it great. My kids, right? They be like, oh, Dad, I washed the dishes. And I'll be like, did you really though? I mean, there's food still in the sink. The bowl's still dirty. There's soap everywhere. Did you? But I did it. You tried. No, you tried, which is nothing wrong with trying, but you didn't complete the job. You didn't complete the task at hand, right? That I asked. So I would say yes. right? And I still let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. I would say yes, but I would still go look for somebody more qualified than Ashley, right? Somebody who's been ahead of something, or the VP of sales, the VP of director, the VP of directoring or of sale. I would go, because at the end of the day, being a commissioner is just not about being a steward. It's about being an innovator. It's about somebody who can go out and bring in, right? Go out and bring in. So as much as I love Ashley Robinson, which I think if we're keeping it in the HBCU world, yes, I would go with Ashley Robinson. But if I'm talking about like a straight business mindset, no, I'm going to go find me a VP of sales, a director of sales, a director of marketing, because I have to go get a guy. Let me say this. All the small, intricate stuff, I can hire somebody for that, right? Compliance, somebody to follow make sure the bylaws is good. I can go find anybody for that, right? It's not, sales is a skill. You can't just go, and anybody in the sales business knows how high that turnover is. You can't just find any old body for sales. You can't just find any old body for marketing. That is a skill. So why not go get the best of the best to be in that position and go find little minions to do all the small stuff? To do the small stuff. Anybody in the sales game is going to tell you, any real good salesman always got some swag about them, because they like, listen, I'm in sales. I can sell water to a squid. That's how good I am. So you need that kind of confidence when you're going against other sharks in the water who understand the business. You get what I'm saying? So this Bama's a minnow swimming in sharks. It don't work. You're liable to get taken when you're a minnow swimming in sharks, and it's not your fault that you're a minnow. It's not your expertise. But once again, I keep telling y'all, when you keep putting people at top, they naturally give you a ceiling, because I can only take you, like, listen. If my kids wanted to learn how to do carpentry and tile and floor, that ain't me. So if they looking for dad to help them, they about to hit a real short ceiling, because I don't do no handiwork, right? No, it doesn't matter how much I learn or study or read. I'm not an expert in that, right? So I gotta go find an outside source to go help my son. It's the same thing with these ADs and the SWAC. Right? If you don't know and you looking up to McNugget and that Bama don't know, there's a natural ceiling that you're going to hit as a conference because of the leadership that you have. It just is what it is. You can say whatever you want. It is what it is. It's true. It's facts. I'm not hating. I'm not trying to bring a black man down. I'm just giving you facts. If I look at my own life and certain attributes, there are certain things I cannot teach my son because I've never gone through that, or I haven't experienced it, or I haven't done it, right? So you either have to go out and find somebody to do it or help you, or go hire somebody who can. It's very simple. So let's break this all the way down, right? My thing is this. The battle between the SWAC and Urban Edge has really set FAMU back, and it's all going to correlate together. I know, stick with me. It's off script. I said Willie Simmons update and much more. So listen. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Right? So the battle between the SWAC and Urban Edge has really set FAMU back financially, right? Because of all the deals that they didn't do. Now you have a conference telling one side saying, we can do this, you can't do this. And then you have another company saying, well, they don't have the rights to that. So what I decided to do is, because I know how much HBCU people talk about black people, but y'all love some white stuff. Ooh-wee! Y'all love some white stuff. Right? Because they're like, oh, Scotty, but white people, but the white people. Y'all love some white stuff, so let's talk about some white stuff. Let's talk about it, right? So as I break this down, my question to you is this. When you think of Pastor McNugget, let me ask you this. Answer me this. If you made a historic deal with an HBCU conference, why have you not shown up to one event or taken a photo op in promotion of it? Where's the money? And this has to be the most cryptic media deal ever. 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 Because I ain't seen Byron Allen at a gala, at a SWAC championship, at a SWAC game. I ain't never seen that Bama show up for nothing, not a lick. And now think about this. I just want y'all to think, just indulge me a little bit. You're a black man who has a black media company, who's partnered with one of the most prolific black HBCU conferences, and you ain't never showed up to nothing. I done seen Curtis Simons more than I've seen Byron Allen at anything, at any point in time. Byron Allen didn't even show up to media day when they first signed the deal a couple years ago, just to talk about the deal, since it's supposed to be so historic. Now, my next question is, you got this 10-year, $120 million deal. Where the money going? Where the money at? That's the real question. Where the money at? This was, everybody was talking about it. Fox News, HBCU, Grambling Sports, everybody was talking about it. Where the money going? Yeah, I know HBCU great president is Curtis Simons, but Byron Allen owns the company. But where's the money going? That's my question, right? And if we're being honest, Curtis Simons ain't showed up to nothing. Curtis Simons done been on YouTube platforms giving interviews, but he ain't showed up to nothing. He has not shown up to anything. If we want to get even more technical, we talk about he's the president because he was the owner, then Byron bought him out, and then he's the president. But that's neither here nor there. So let's go a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. Right? Now, you might not know, some of y'all might not know, some of y'all might, that Florida State, a school, is suing the ACC, a conference, to get out of their media rights deal. Now, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, white people will show you the way if you listen. If you listen, because white people about money. When white people get together and they mad, 9 times out of 10 it's about money or power, right? So they're going to show you the way regardless. So it says ACC member schools like universities in every conference around the country must sign deals transferring their media rights to the respective leagues for a set period of time. This is what we're talking about when it comes to grant of rights. You'll see that a lot in this. If you go and read about it, it's called a grant of rights. So Florida State has given ACC their grant of rights, which pretty much just say, hey, you can use all my likeness and all my licensing and all my media stuff is yours, ACC. Do as you will, right? Now, here we go. In signing the league's amended grant of rights agreement, each ACC member school agreed to transfer their media rights irrevocably and exclusively. Now, let me say this. If anybody can recall, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm just gonna. There was a young man out in the space that said ESPN had exclusivity of the SWAC, which is a lie. If you know FCC requirements, if you know media rights, that's just not how it works. So how this worked is this. Florida State said, hey, ACC, we'll give you irrevocably and exclusive rights to all our media. That's literally what they said. So it's pretty what the SWAC did with the HBCU Go. It's kind of like what Florida State did with the ACC. Now, my thing is this. Stay with me. Stay with me. There's not an article. There's not a bylaw. There's not a contract that you can go There's not a law, contract, or bylaw that you can pull up right here, right now, that would tell you why FAMU can't partner with HBCU Urban Edge. Let me say that again. I'm going to say it slow, and I'm going to say it so you can understand. There is not a law, a contract, a bylaw that the SWAC institutions have given their grant of rights to the SWAC conference. That is why Florida State has to sue to get out. Just so, because what's going to happen is this: if Florida State does not sue and they go into a new conference, the revenue split that they would get from the SEC goes to the ACC. I'm gonna say that again, because I'm telling you, I'm not telling you. All I'm telling you is facts, stuff you can read, look up. They say if you want to hide something from a person, put it in the book, right? The reason that Florida State is trying to sue to get out is because if they jump to a new conference, the money that they would get, 80 million, 100 million, it will go directly to the ACC. Why? Because the ACC has their rights. They have their nuts on a wall. Dead to right. That's why they got to sue to get out. So my thing is this: you have administrators that are so scared of a commissioner who don't know what he's doing, of a former AD, that no institution has signed a grant of rights deal. That's why you have multiple schools broadcasting on multiple platforms. HBCU Go could not have done the deal if the grant of rights agreement, Dion could have never told HBCU Go, no, I don't want you to broadcast my games. I want them to be on ESPN. If they had signed a grant of rights media deal. Why? Because the SWAC would have been like, we own that. We'll do whatever we want. Shut the hell up. They have never signed that deal. No institution has signed that deal. So explain to me why. You have an AD talking about, oh, I don't know, they're in a lawsuit with Urban. That ain't got shit to do with you. The lawsuit that Urban Edge and the SWAC have going against them don't have shit to do with no institution in the SWAC. They're an independent contractor. Every school in the SWAC is an independent contractor. But what you guys are looking at is like, oh, that's my big brother. So if you got a problem with my big brother, you got a problem with me. It's a bad business mind to have. It is a bad business mind to have. It's too, listen, at some point in time, bro, you got to split this family shit up. It's about business, because UAPB don't give a damn about FAMU money-wise. Not talking about black-wise, money-wise. UAPB making their money, Southern making their money, Grambling making their money. They don't care about what's going on in your block, on your hood. So for Bama's to be like, oh, my big brother's getting sued, so I can't rock with you because you're suing my big brother, is ludicrous. And what I want you guys to understand is what is going on in the realm of media, because you can be so caught up in, I'm just trying to show you what bad business looks like. I'm just trying to show you what bad business looks like. Let me get an example. I'm gonna give you an example. If Pepsi came to you, right? Two people, John and Jacob. Pepsi came to John and Jacob and said, hey, John, we don't really like the way that you promoted our product, so we're not going to pay you $10 million. John's like, F y'all, I'm going to sue y'all. Pepsi then goes to Jacob and says, hey, Jacob, man, we like you, man. How you mind coming on for 30 million? Nah, I really can't, Pepsi. Jacob, John, my guy. I really can't do. What sense does that make? That is what's going on in the most layman terms possible. That is what is going on. John is the SWAC. Jacob is FAMU. Pepsi says, hey, we ain't messing with you, SWAC. John, we ain't messing with you. But hey, Jacob, you're looking real good. Do something with us. Oh no, you didn't you didn't treat John right, so I'm not going to work with you. That's the dumb shit. And mind you, these are institutions teaching business. These are institutions teaching business. That is not good business. That's what makes me the most upset. You are teaching, you are an institution of learning. All you Bamas are institutions of learning. And then you all have business schools, and nobody in your business department is going to tell you, hey, that really don't make no sense. This is really bad business. Huh? There's nobody. How does that not bother anybody? How does that not burn nobody up? That we are teaching business, and on the same token, we're doing bad business. What? Huh? What? I'm sorry, man. That burns me up. That absolutely burns me up. I just, let me say this.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Let me say this. And this is why you need people in certain positions that understand laws, understand business. Gallo's a lawyer. He's like, show me where in black and white, because that's how lawyers are. Show me in a contract, show me in a bylaw where I'm breaking the rules, and I'll give it up. Show me where I'm breaking the rules. Show me where I can't do what I'm doing right now. I can't really show you, but it's just, we will appreciate, the SWAC will really appreciate it if you didn't do business with them. That's not how business works. You're not putting any money in my pocket, but on the same token, you want me to lose money out my pocket? It absolutely blows my mind. It just absolutely blows my mind. Let me say this, and I'm gonna get up out of here, right? Or you guys, if you want to call in and have your opinion, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Let me tell you why I'm gonna bring it all around into a big ball, and so you understand why I had to touch on every part of it. This never happens if FAMU does the deal with Urban Edge, and let me explain to you why. I'll give you a roundabout way. Gaucher makes the deal with Urban Edge, right? Urban Edge brings a $15 million Fanatics deal to the table for athletics. $15 million sponsorship deal with Fanatics to the table. Incongruent brings a channel. Incongruent tries to put the band on the channel as well to give them revenue of advertising dollars. You wouldn't be in the. All Tiffany would have to do is say, Urban Edge, can you write a check for blase blah to Willie Simmons? Because they've made so much money off of the deals that they have brought in, it would have been nothing. But this is what happens when you do bad business, and now you're trying to scrape up pennies and dollars when you could have been getting money from industry, from multiple companies, from multiple industries of how this thing works. And I'm going to say it again. This is what happens when you have a pastor who only has ran a small church. This is what happens when you have a pastor who's only ran a small church. He don't know what a mega church. He don't know what it takes to run a mega church. All this Bama did was run 2 HBCU schools. Whoop-de-freaking-do. And then you make him the commissioner of all, and he's just going to run the SWAC like he did as an AD. That's it. That is all. Because that's all he knows. Why would you think anything more? He's literally going to take what he did as an AD at Texas Southern and Prairie View and take that experience to the SWAC commissioner's office. That is it. Mr. DeGratier coming to you, then Bridges, you're next.
Man, hey, Scotty, man, I don't have anything to add to what you're saying, but I just want to say, bro, man, you've been saying some things, telling some facts, telling the truth that needs to be said over and over and over again. I like one of your quotes is like, show me the receipts. And, man, we need to see the receipts. We need to see the contracts. We need to see the laws, all the stuff governing our schools and our teams, and, like, follow the money. And, like, I'm asking the question. I got a couple of people here, everyone here, and I'm saying, where is the money?
Where's the money?
Thank you so much for clearing up. Oh, that's it?
No, I just said you're right. Where's the money? Where's the money?
Where's the money? Yeah. Where's the money? And thank you for clearing up the LeBron James there, man. I've been trying to figure that out for weeks, and I can't find any information on that. Scotty, you're doing a good job. Everyone get those likes up, and I'm out of here.
Appreciate Mr. DeGratier. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Bridges, coming to you, my boy.
Yo, what's up, Scotty?
What's up, Bridges? Talk to me.
Man, just to sum up everything for you, bro. When people in high places see the bullshit that's going on, they don't want to work at these places. That's just speaking the honest truth. Like, let's say, Scotty, you see something going on at a construction site over there, and they asking you that, hey, Scotty, I want to hire you. Goddamn, you seem like you done put some years in construction and all this other stuff, but they got Mexicans that's imported. They got equipment that's halfway working. They got this going on, that going on. You be like, you look over there and be like, bro, I can't even set myself up for success if I go over there.
Yeah.
Then when you have the people that's teaching, they're teaching the wrong thing. And they haven't been in high places to let other people know that this is the right way to do it. So we're basically not even breaking those generational curses. We just keep adding on to the generational curse of teaching wrong things and doing wrong things and not even thinking about the consequences.
Not even considering the consequences at all.
Yeah, so just basically, bro, this is going to continue to happen until some glorified Superman, glorified Obama just comes in and just bloops, and we be like, oh my God, thank you. But it shouldn't take that though. It should take a whole community to be like, step up and say, hey, this ain't right. We got to fix it, and we need to go exact steps of fixing what we got to fix. But people are scared to do that, Scotty.
What's bothersome to me, and I think Jamie Walker made a good point. He said, you said your time here, you're going to learn all people care about is where I can find the game. That's it. But at the end of the day, to me, when you hear people complain about what we don't have or what we can't keep or what we aren't getting, and you're not doing good business behind it, how is it supposed to change? See, people keep waiting for this magical money from the state or from the government to be like, oh, we're going to solve all your problems. It's still not going to stop you from doing bad business.
And Scott, you know, one thing I learned this just by working and just experiencing life. Like, people want things to change, but they're too scared to step up and say something their own stuff because they don't want the backlash that they saw or what they encountered. So they're more scared of the backlash, and they're not like more excited about the change.
It's sad, bro. It's really sad because instead of, see, the thing that to me is people will preach about, oh, are you going? Are you attending? Are you doing this? People like to push it all. Thank you, God. People love to push it all on the alums. Are the alums giving back? Are the alums showing up? Are the people in the administration doing their jobs? Are they doing the due diligence to learn the business? Are they doing their due diligence to get the right people in place to make sure we're doing this is the best possible deal? Are they spending money? You'll spend $300 to $600K to get rid of a coach, but you won't spend $300K to get a consultant in to make a better media deal. You'll spend money to do a lawsuit against Urban Edge, but you won't spend money to get a consultant to come in, or you'll buy a consultant who's in the HBCU realm who don't know what he's doing to be a part
Scott,
Come on, man. Stop. What are we doing, man? Like it's
Scotty,
Go ahead.
they'll spend money on a homecoming concert and won't even spend money on a good coach.
Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. They'll spend money on homecoming and all this other stuff, but won't even have a layout for signs. Won't even have nothing going on for themselves.
Yeah.
But let's make sure homecoming straight. Let's make sure the classic is on point. Let's make sure this on point. But what about the people? What about the staff? What about the future?
It kills me, bro. It really burns me up because you can see the faucet is leaking, but nobody wants to fix the faucet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, you can see it leaking. Like you can say yes. This is the thing. Two things can be true. Do the United States government owe HBCUs all their money? Absolutely. But are there opportunities that you have dropped by the wayside because you've done bad business? Absolutely. So they both go hand in hand. And what is the one thing you can control? The bad business. You can control that. Yep. I can't control when the government decides to give the money or what year or however. But what you can control how knowledgeable you are. You can control the leverage. You can control, who you negotiate with, how you negotiate, and work out the deals on the back end of what that's all things you can control. And nobody wants to focus on what we can control as a people to make sure we get what we're owed and get what we're due monetarily wise. Because I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna let you go on this, Bridges. Appreciate you. I'm gonna tell you this. This is the shit that burns me up. I've said this numerous of times. It bothers me that I hear from HBCU alums the most of what we're not, of what they're not. Oh, we don't deserve that, Scotty. We can't get that. Why would we be asking for that? Blase, blase, blah. But if you look at the grand scheme of everything and you look at the numbers, you line up with the top industries. You line up. It's hard. It's hard to see your value when people got to pay to come see you. When you put yourself behind a paywall and don't make yourself accessibly free, like the Ohio States, the Texases, and all that type of stuff, where you can just go lollygag. Oh, we're on ESPN. Boop. A lot of the HBCU games are behind a paywall that people aren't willing to pay. That's why you see people on YouTube talking about, can you show the game? Can you show the game? That's why you have 5,000 people watching a Jack State FAMU game because they don't want to pay for it. Can you show the game? Can you show the game? I can't get the game. Can you show it? You're top 5 in attendance in a bowl game. You're top 5 in viewership at a bowl game before the New Year's Eve. This is before New Year's Eve bowls. You're top 5. So tell me how you don't have no monetary value. How are you the least of and you do the most with? But HBCU alums will tell you, oh, well, we're not worth that, Scotty. We're not worth that. We can't get that. Why would we be asking for that? We can't. What? It doesn't make, if you can put 30 to 40,000 people in the stadium, that's money. If Urban Edge can get 700,000 people to watch a Division II bowl game, that's money. It's money. Period. It can't, bro. I'm telling you right now, stop. HBCUs have to stop thinking of themselves as little dogs in a big market. You are just as you're not the Ohio State, and that's fine. Listen, not every company is Apple. Not every company is Google, but there's some companies making some damn good money being the Yetis, being the Stanley Cups, being the Red Solo Cup, right? Being somebody got to make straws for Tropical Cafe. Somebody got to make wrappers for the water at Giant. Somebody got to do it. It's money to be made. Find your pocket and make your money. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. And listen, I don't want y'all to think like I'm taking a shot, because I know y'all know who I'm talking about when I say he, right? I know y'all know who I'm talking about, but it's not a shot. All I'm telling you is this: it's not a shot. I'm just telling. How can you say somebody's an expert at something and they've never done it right? I'm gonna ask y'all that straight up. How can somebody be an expert at something and show me where they've done it right? Show me where they've been a part of a committee, they've been a part of a decision where you're like, damn, that's good. Wow, we need that. The only person that you can really sit back in the whole SWAC in two people is Goshe and Ashley. That's it. Those are the only two people that you can sit back and say, damn, that's good. Wow, they did that. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Even the Gallo with the Urban Edge deal, him keeping it and not getting punked by the SWAC. Who else can you say that in the whole HBCU space? Who can you say that? Right? So once again, it's not a shot. I just want you guys to think. I'm not trying to lead sheep. I'm not giving Dr. Scott what? Okay. Okay. You want to go to? Let's take it there. Give Dr. Scott what? Give Dr. Scott what props? If it wasn't for Hugh Jackson saying, hey, I want Urban Edge with my deal at Grambling, there is no Urban Edge deal at Grambling. Dr. Scott didn't have shit to do with that. Matter of fact, there was no recruiting budget unless it was Urban Edge paying Hugh Jackson for recruiting. Isn't that on the AD? Isn't that on the AD? So everybody want to give kudos to Dr. Scott. Dr. Scott didn't do shit. And you can see how much he mismanaged just off of the coaching. Stop it. And if you want to get even technical, word on the street is that he's trying to take his ass back to Southern. That's word on the street. Dr. Scott is he's the type of dude that he goes as the wind goes, right? Like he's Randall from Recess. He's Randall from Recess, right? When the old lady talking about Randall snitch on him, he gonna snitch. But then when he want to be cool, he gonna slide over and try to be cool with you. He's Randall from Recess. Stop it. Stop it. No, man, no. Stop it. Won't miss me with that. I listen. I know a lot of people follow me, and I know a lot of people watch me. And I will never tell anybody on here because I hate worship. Let me tell you that. Like the one thing I can't stand is when people be like, "Oh, pastor said." I hate people who worship people. Listen, God has given me this platform. God has blessed me with a voice. I'm always going to tell you guys to vet everything I say. I'm always going to tell you guys to challenge everything that I say because that's who I am. I challenge everything. I don't give a damn who. If it was my mama that told me, I'm like, you sure? Challenge it. Go do your own research. Go do your own. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to lead because I can't tell you guys to be sheep. I can't tell you guys are sheep, and then you come over here and then you do whatever. Everything Scotty says is right. No, everything I don't say is right. All I do is I challenge you to think. Just look at it realistically. Look at it through your own lens. Look at it through your own life. When you go back and you think about your job, would I want somebody over top of me who ain't never, if you ain't never led nobody, why would I do a deal with you? Just think about it like that. Just simply break it down to yourself. He's on every committee and not one deal been a good deal. At some point, somebody gonna say, damn, dude, get away from the committee. If every relationship, like me and the girl break up, and I always blame the girl. So what are y'all gonna be like? Come on, Scotty, be real, bro. You know it was you. At some point, you gotta blame yourself. It can't be the girl all the time. You're the common denominator. So I just challenge you guys to think the same way. If you're telling me that the same person who everybody goes to say he knows all, I know all, I'm the great master thinker, and not one deal you've been a part of has been a good deal, something ain't making sense. That doesn't mean you don't know your history. That doesn't mean you don't know HBCUs. That just means you're not a great negotiator. That's all that means. And people can't isolate the two. They'll be like, oh, Scotty hates that. No, I don't hate that person. I'm just telling you, for you to be a part of every deal and all the deals be ass, something's wrong with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just think. Just think. Stop letting stuff just hit you and be like, oh, it's got to be right. No. Challenge Dr. McNugget. How did you get this job? What qualifies you to be a SWAC commissioner? What sales have you done? What sponsorship deal have you done? What media deal have you been consulted on? How did you even get to the media deal? Because if you're not questioning people, you're just going to allow the next BS to walk in the front door. That's it. You're just going to allow the next BS to walk in. So when he decides to dip and go to the white people and be a part of the NCAA basketball committee, oh, I'm so honored to be who gives two shits? Who gives two shits? When he dips and he goes and be a part of the basketball committee, all I'm going to ask you is, how are you vetting the next guy? What requirements are you going to have for the next guy? Who's a part of the committee to hire the next guy? I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Because people will say, well, Scotty, you've said Dion should be the SWAC commissioner. I have said that. You know why I've said that? Because Dion has a machine called Smack Entertainment behind him as his consultant. So wherever he goes, they go. If he succeeds, they succeed. That's a machine that you want to be a part of. What machine is Pastor McNugget machining? What machine does he have behind him? Other than big ears, light skin, and Ben AD. That's it. That's it. So once again, it all links together. Willie Simmons not being able to get what his value is because FAMU effed up their deal with Urban Edge that was brought on by Pastor McNugget. It all correlates. It all works together. You're seeing it as three separate incidences, and it's not. It's an accumulation of problems that goes on in the SWAC. And then you have vocal mouthpieces like Fox News, who everybody want to tell me when I'm wrong. Everybody wants to tell me when I'm wrong. But don't nobody want to question when they out here pushing SWAC narratives. Anybody remember this? Anybody remember this? Anybody remember this? Ask me if there was a rebuttal. Ask me if there was another article challenging this article. Ask me if somebody got on. Ask me if Tolly Carr. Oh, I mean, here with me now, we have Vaughn and Simone with me, and we just want to talk about what possibly could have been the SWAC Classic that is not going. Ask me if there's been a show about this. Ask me. Everybody want to talk about what they are. Oh, we're an official news outlet. We this, we that. No, everybody's a freaking mouthpiece for somebody. The only difference is I have to respond to everything. When I'm wrong, I got to respond to it. When I'm right, I get to bask in it. Ask me. When is the commissioner was jumping on every show talking about a SWAC Classic? how this was going to happen in Birmingham, and Southern and Jackson were going to play in Birmingham, and it's going to be huge, and 500,000 if nobody attends. Where was the committee then? Where was all the knowledge and class and lessons and teaching? Where was all that then? All I heard was a lot of pandering. Oh, that's great, Commissioner. Oh, wow. That's amazing. How'd you pull that off? Well, me and the mayor, we got together and, we talked about where? What happened to it? I don't forget nothing. But all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Like I said, nobody brought this up again. Nobody even mentioned. It's like, dog, I'm telling you, it's like the uncle. It's like the uncle off of Soul Food. Don't nobody talk about it. That's how it is, Book. That's exactly why you bringing up old stuff. Because it's all relative. This is what I'm talking about when I'm telling you that you're putting people in position that don't know what the freak they doing. How do you explain to me this? How do I go on multiple publications telling you what is coming? Okay, better example. If I said I'm having a Offscript scholarship where I'm giving $5,000 out to the semester, and I go on Channel 5 News, I go on Channel 7, I go on Channel 9, and I'm bragging about how I got this $5,000 scholarship I'm gonna give out to kids and students going to HBCUs, and then a year later, ain't shit come up, and nobody asked me. I wish I might. Y'all Bamas would be in here killing me. All my haters would be in my chat like, what happened to that 5K, Scotty? Still looking for that 5K, Scotty. I ain't seen the 5K. Anybody seen the 5? Scotty probably spent the 5K. Dr. Umar been talking about that school for over 10 years. Bama's still bringing it up. Bama's still bringing up Dr. Umar's school. Where the school at, Dr. Umar? I ain't seen the school. What was it, Frederick Douglass High? Where Frederick Douglass High? Charter Elementary School. Where that at? Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not telling you something that I don't know, I haven't experienced. I'm telling you what it is. That's facts. The city of Birmingham will provide incentives and in-kind services to the SWAC in an amount not to exceed $200,000 in year 1, $300,000 in years 2 and 3, and an agreement in which the game is played in. What happened to this? What happened to it? It's all great and dandy. It's all great and dandy when everybody want to be the mouthpiece of the SWAC. When I tell y'all Fox News, but I'm the bad guy. What happened? It's like we in a twilight zone. I'm just asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking, man. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm a step away because I'm getting too emotional. I'm getting too emotional. I can feel myself getting too emotional.
Oh, goddamn.
It's all right though. It's all right though. Listen, at the end of the day, you might not like me. You could hate me. You could do whatever you want. Talk to Umar this way. You can hate me. You can love me. But I'm not gonna tell you nothing I can't bring up in facts. All I'm asking people, the great people, and shout out to y'all for 15,000. Shout out to y'all for 15K, by the fact. Roll the 20K is on and popping. All right. But my thing is this. At the end of the day, you can ban me. You can ban me. You can cite you. You can keep me from everything, or whatever, but you can't hide the truth. You can't hide the truth. That's all I'm here. I'm the accountability police, man. That's all I'm here to be. I'm the accountability police. And people hate to see the police, especially the accountability police. Hello, they know, hello. You know what I'm saying? So once again, we just gonna keep rocking out. We're gonna keep doing what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it just is what it is. All I ask y'all is to think. The word for 2024 is think. I just want y'all to think. That's it. I just want y'all to think. I need to get a shirt that says accountability police. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. I love y'all, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Hopefully this FAMU situation gets situated. And as I find out more, I will happily bring it to you all. All right. So don't expect no shows or Scotty, you going, I ain't getting on no schedule until my holidays is over. Right. But I'm gonna bring when I get info, y'all get info. Let me check my phone before I get up out of here. Let's see if I got any updates or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Let me see. Trap on, you know, people be, you know, my sources be sourcing, you know what I'm saying? So they be coming through at the last minute. And then I get off, they be like, Scotty, you should have said that. All right. So, all right. I don't got no updates. All right. Thank you. Might be a little too much for him. Might be a little too much gifts. It might be a little too much for him. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.